Cyber Trends for 2024, azért mondom ezt angolul, mert egy különleges előadót köszönhetünk a színpadunkon. Dr. Eyal Pinko személyében, aki a Seifort ügyvezető igazgatója és tulajdonosa is, valamint ex-founder Israel National Cyber Authority, amelyik az izraeli civil lakosságnak a cyber támadások elleni védelmét hivatott ellenőrizni, és Eyal fog nekünk egy angol nyelvű előadást tartani kiberbiztonsági trendek 2024 témában. Eyal, please, the stage is yours.
I hope that this is your situation. I can tell you that until now I didn't understand anything, so it's a good start. But not long ago I did a cyber lecture about cyber terror, cyber terrorism. And then I had a pod, and on the pod there was the laptop, and suddenly the pod collapsed, and the laptop was smashed into the on the floor, and 1,200 people just shouted on me, cyber attack, cyber attack. So I hope this will not be any cyber attack during the next 15 minutes. Do you know how many cyber attacks were revealed, successful cyber attacks were revealed from January 2024? Somebody knows? Okay, so the number is 10,000. More than 10,000 or almost 10,000 attacks were successfully revealed since the beginning of the year. It means every hour 4 successful attacks. And if you look, for example, at Checkpoint website, this is an Israeli cybersecurity company, you can see that they are identify something like 12 million attacks per day. This is only what is identified. I don't know how many are not identified. So we are facing many attacks per day. And, you know, when I will speak about it later, but the main issue here that the costs and the loss that coming from cyber attacks, only last year it was almost 10 billion or $8 billion, and it's going more and more. So we are losing money from those cyber attacks. And if I will try to speak about, except of my laptop that was collapsing during the lecture, what are the main attacking vectors of what we see or upcoming, I will not go through all the list, but the main of them. One of the things that we see a lot is a ransom attack. I was speaking with the head of the industrial organization in Sweden a few months ago, and we are supplying cyber intelligence reports, and I'm showing that there are many Ukrainian organizations, attack organizations, that are attacking Sweden in order to get money with a ransom attack. And she's telling me, how come? We are giving money to Ukraine. They are attacking us. So the answer is, of course, but it's not only Ukrainian. Everybody is attacking everyone. That's the bad news on that. But we see more and more ransom attack and extortion cases that are being revealed every year. This is one. Secondly, the social engineering. I just translated what we are speaking about today, and I saw there are many technologies. And I will say that, and I will make it clearer more and more in the next 10 minutes. And I will say that more than that, in my previous, I was 30 years in the Israeli security services. I was intelligence officer, and we did, back then we didn't call it cyber, we did some other offensive capabilities. And the way that you do cyber offensive or cyber attacks is you don't want to tackle any kind of technology. So if I see a technological barrier, I will do everything in order to go upon it, or just around the corner, not to tackle within the technology. So technology is nice, but technology is not enough. So we see a lot of attempts like social engineering attack, or you spoke here about the supply chain attack. We had a case in a very large construction company in Bulgaria. I live in Sofia, so it's really not far away from here. And this construction company, somebody from their suppliers just hooked into their supplier's email and then sent them a very simple email. Look, we just changed our bank account. please, and they send them an invoice with the logo and everything. Very simple, not sophisticated attack. The accountant didn't even think twice, and he sent 6.6 million euros to Vietnam. Not regarding anything. The mail came from the US, and the money went to Vietnam. So we released the funds, the 6.6 million from Vietnam. But this is like when you want to attack someone, the supply chain will always be, except of the employees and the workers, the supply chain will always collapse. If your lawyers, your accountants, your suppliers who are the least strong part in the chain. And we see more and more attacks that are being used, or they are using AI, artificial intelligence, in order to be more similar to the supplier, for example. And we see social engineering, which is very, very sophisticated, using AI with bots and avatars, everything in order to overcome technology. And as we say, technology, it's nice, it's important, but the technological line of defense will always collapse. And this is the main issue here. Because as an attacker, I can tell you that you will put technology and more technology and more technology, and those layers will collapse at some moment. And if you will get out from this room pessimistic, I will be very happy. We see a lot of crypto theft. We always thought that we will put on our cellular phones crypto coin wallets. We can have some black money. I know there is government here, so I will not speak about it out loud. I just need to wake you up. So we see only last year, more than $17 billion were stolen from crypto wallets. And we think that crypto and blockchain are good enough, and they are, so you can be assured that nothing will happen. But the fact that $17 billion were stolen from crypto wallets, and to steal crypto wallet, it's not so difficult. You just need to have the key, and if you burst into the phone and you find the hidden file with the key, I'm teaching you how to rob now, how to become criminals. You just, with that, can easily take out the crypto key. So we see more and more crypto wallets are being hacked, and this will be as well next year. And the last, or maybe the two last, are the insiders. I always speak with my students. I'll tell them, I teach in Israeli university. I always tell them that we are the most awful enemies of the organization. Because in one side we can be manipulated, social engineering, we spoke about it, in order to overcome the technological barriers. Or from the other side, we see many cases of employees that they are going to another organization and they're stealing the organization information in order to be better in the next job. We see employees that they want to take revenge of the organization because they were not promoted or things like that, and they're just stealing the information from the organization. So the insiders are the worst enemies of the organization, which means the employees. And we see that something like 90% of what is happening inside organizations are because of the insiders. Once again, it can be innocent of social engineering manipulation, or it can be of some bad energies or the will to revenge. And last but not least, the man in the middle. The first thing that people are coming to this hotel, what they do? Connected to the Wi-Fi. You know, it's free, you can use it as much as you want. But if I will buy in eBay a transmitter and receiver, something like $13 or $14, I can easily hack every one of you. Just because you go to the Wi-Fi. And we go to the airports, to the hotels, coffee shops, we use Wi-Fi, and man in the middle with a very simple and not sophisticated equipment we can take over there. And we saw, for example, in Israel, in one of the big cities in Israel, in a shopping mall, the last floor was for kids. They have some jamboree on all the activities over there. The kids are going to play, the parents are staying with their phone, and suddenly they're being hacked because they went to the Wi-Fi. Some kids, 17 years old kids, put some transceiver receivers and immediately hijacked through the man in the middle, which is, once again, we speak about money losses, and cyber, it's absolutely affordable business. And I can state here many industries that are being attacked, but the main issue here that we are all a target. We are all a target. And yet, with all of these stories that I told you in a very short time, in most cases that we go to organizations or to individuals, what are the answers for that from them? It will not happen to us. And that's amazing. Even the construction company, the Bulgarian construction company, that somebody stole $6.6 million euros from their account, he told the CEO of the company, said, nothing will happen to me again. It was just an employee mistake. So this is happening for most organizations. I'm going through Africa, Europe, Middle East, the Americas. It will not happen to us. Why somebody will want to attack us? But we spoke that there are 12 million cyber attacks every day. So you can by occasion and can be, by chance, by mistake, can be the victim. Or if you know someone, I will never attack you directly. So if you know someone, I can use you as a bridge to the other guy, as a supply chain or just a friend or family and all. So this is one. And secondly, the cybersecurity solutions company wants to sell you as much as technologies as you can. So you just go to the supermarket and you collect from the shelves technologies. But as I said, we spoke about the vectors of attack. You can put technologies until tomorrow, but you didn't take care of the employees. You didn't take care of the supply chain. You didn't take care of the insiders or the consultants. So what you will do with that? So putting technologies on technologies, it's nice, it's important. This is the infrastructure, but it's not enough. It's totally not enough. I always, when I speak with my students, I'm teaching an introduction to cyber course. I'm PT for my students. And I always tell them that during the cyber course, I'm telling them this is master's degree students, and I'm telling them in cyber, technology is not important. It's not important. Why it's not important? Because, and this is why, by the way, when I go to CEOs, they are telling me, I go to the IT guy. But the IT guy is the enemy. Because what he will say, the IT guy wants to give as much freedom as he wants to his employees. You can use this and that to be convenient. But when it's convenient, it's not security. So there is always dilemma between convenient, the IT guy, and the security guy, which is totally not convenient. This one wants to give you the most freedom, and this one wants to close everything. So it's always a fight. And at the end of the day, who is suffering from a cyber attack? The CEO, the company. And cyber attack leads to money loss, it leads to reputation damage, it leads to legal exposure. It's much, much more than technology. The technology is the bridge, it's the infrastructure, but it's not the really important thing. And I'm sorry to saying that in a cybersecurity conference. So what we did in the Israeli Cyber Authority, the Israel National Cyber Authority, it's the authority from the state that is the regulator to how to bring more security. It's regulated the national infrastructure like water, education, transportation, health, election processes, blah, blah, blah. And it's regulating by many, many cases. And what we understood, as from the warfare doctrine, the last line of defense will always collapse. So you cannot trust only technology. And by the way, you spoke about, I only understood that you said NIST, all the rest I did not. So what is NIST or NIST or whatever ISO is doing is not really the relief for everything, but it teaches you and guides you to take care of all the dimensions of the organization. I did a project for the Israeli Energy Ministry. And I'm showing them how the Russians were attacking the electricity grid of Ukraine in 2014. Very nice attack, classical attack. A year before, implementing malwares over there. And at the end of the day, when they want to attack with tanks and aircrafts and all, they just collapsed the electricity in 2014. And what they did also, they did a denial of service attack on the control center. So the guys in the control center didn't see anything. They thought everything is okay. And when the citizens wanted to call the electricity to say there is no electricity, nobody answered. So I did it I'm showing that to the Israeli Ministry of Energy. And after that, I'm showing them that this is what I did for them as a demonstration. I attacked as a demonstration, the Israeli electricity grid. And then the security lady is telling me after the lecture, I'm sorry, we have ISO, it will not happen to us. So ISO is not a guarantee for anything or for nothing, but it keeps you on your knees, but it reminds you the methodology how to be more secure. And this is the way that it's important. It's not important to get the diploma or the certification of that. It's important the journey that you do in order to implement. And this is what we did. We are implementing in Cypher, but we did it also. It comes from the methodology of the Israeli National Cyber Authority, which means that you need to have technology. That's the infrastructure. This is the need. We are in a virtual world, so it's a necessity. But you need to be more prepared. How to be more prepared? There's a lot of many dimensions for that. You need to take off the employee awareness for social engineering, for example. You need to manage your supply chain. And much more than that. Also, this is the preparedness. And part of that is also to train the C-level managers what to do if there is an attack. Because in most cases, once you are under attack, you start to be panicked. You don't know what to do. If you are under a ransom attack, companies paying that, but the statistics show that if you paid for a ransom attack, in 80% the attacker will come back because you already paid, so they will come back to you. So you need to know what to do and to train the managers as well, and there are many, as I said, many levels for that. And last but not least is the resilience. The resilience layer says, okay, you did everything that you can, but there is no 100% security. Something will collapse. So in the resilience, what you built is you built the way that if you're under attack, you can go back to real life as fast as you can with at least damages. And for example, who are the most two important persons in this process? Probably part of you will tell me the IT guys or the intermediate response team that they are reviving the technology. The answer is no. No. The most important part of those resilience is the legal advisor that can save you from legal exposure and the PR guy, the lady or the man that can bring you to the public or to the media to reduce your reputation damages. So with this approach, you can deal with the technology, but you can how to deal with all the attacking vectors that we just spoke about in the recent slides, and to go back and to know that you have in your pocket a solution if something will happen, how to do it fast and with at least damages. And this is a very holistic approach, not only technology, but understanding the supply chain, the employees, the legal issues, the financial issues. And when we approach our clients, we want to speak with the CEO or with the COO. We don't want to speak with the IT guy because they need to understand that cybersecurity is an issue of financial matters, reputation, and legal exposure. That's the main issue. So just the last minute I have. So according to that, this is what we are providing. We have a running security operations center in Sofia, monitoring organization, but we love the approach of giving you the umbrella, to have a systematic approach, not to deal only with the SOC or with the audit. Because if you give the client the ability to do the integration by itself, In most cases, it will not go there well. So we give all the whole services for that as well. Thank you very much, and hope that you have peaceful days.